All right, let's go over our last example, which is example 3, real life application. And this is part of chapter 5, section 5%. Problem A says a drought affects 3 out of 4 Midwestern states. What percent of the Midwestern states are affected by the drought? Okay, a key phrase here is 3 out of 4. So 3 out of 4, that is actually a fraction. 3 would be the numerator, and then 4 is the denominator. 3 is the part in the fraction, and 4 is the whole. Okay, we want to know what percent of the states are affected by the drought. So we need to change our fraction into a percent. So that goes back to example 1. Okay, so what we're going to do is, oh, I'm sorry, that's example 2. That's what we just did. Okay, so we need to write our denominator as 100. We're going to find an equivalent fraction. So we need to decide 4 times what is 100. Well, I remember from a previous problem that we just did, we knew that 25 times 4 was 100. So 4 times 25 is 100, right? We just flip the numbers around. We can do that for multiplication. So then we're going to take 3 times 25 because we multiply the numerator and the denominator, top and bottom numbers, by the same number. Okay, 3 times 25 is 75. Okay, and then the last step, to find the percent, we just use the numerator. We write the numerator as the percent. Okay, so let's go back to our original question. What percent of the Midwestern states are affected by the drought? So we would say 75% of the Midwestern states. Okay. Problem B. Of the students in your class, 12% are left-handed. What fraction of the students are left-handed? Okay, so in this case, we are given 12%. So this time we need to change a percent into a fraction. So that is like our first example problems. Okay, so let's go back down here. So if we remember, our first step is we're going to write our percent as the numerator, the top number, and 100 is going to be our denominator. Okay, now we need to simplify. And if you remember from up above in our first example, if a number ends in 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0, we can divide by 2. Okay, so they both end in a 0 and a 2, so we can divide by 2. Okay, 100 divided by 2 is 50, right? 2 goes into 150 times. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 2 goes into 12 6 times. Oh, and we can simplify even more because, again, both numbers end in an even number. They end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. So we can divide by 2 again. Okay, 50 divided by 2 is 25. Right, 2 goes into 50, 25 times. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 goes into 6, 3 times. Okay, so 3 25ths. Oh, and let's label because this is a word problem. So what fraction of the students are left-handed? It's 3 25ths of the students are left-handed. Okay, and we're done.